Hello, I'm Kiaran Kirk. I'm Dean of the ANU College of Science and Medicine. And what that means in practice is that I'm broadly responsible for everything that the ANU does in the general areas of science and medicine. We are a very strong university in these areas. We're very proud of our history, including, but certainly not only, the multiple Nobel Prizes that we have won in science and medicine. We're very proud of the university as it is today, of our staff and our students, the research and the teaching that they do. And we're very proud of the experience that we offer students coming here to the ANU. We believe that our education program in the areas of science and medicine is absolutely second to none internationally. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time telling you a bit about that, and I'm hoping that some of you there in the audience are thinking of becoming members of our community. We would love to see you here. For students who do join us here at the ANU, there's a broad range of subjects to choose from. These include astronomy and astrophysics, biology, chemistry, earth and marine sciences, environment and sustainability, medical science, medicine and psychology, and physics. When you come and do a degree at the ANU, degrees are what we call programs, and there's a range of science programs or science degrees that we have on offer. The Bachelor of Science is a 3-year degree, and it offers a very wide range of subjects. The Bachelor of Science Advanced with Honours is a 4-year degree. It guarantees, when you enter the ANU, it guarantees you the opportunity to do an honours year. And I'll say a little bit more a little bit later on about what that actually means. In the course of doing this degree, you'll have access to particular subjects that we call honours pathway subjects. The Bachelor of Philosophy is another degree, a science degree that again guarantees you entry into the honours program. This is a different sort of degree. It's got a strong focus on research. In the course of doing the degree, you will be assigned an academic mentor who will work with you and be with you on your ANU journey. When you come to the ANU to do a degree, you will do 4 courses in each of first semester and second semester, and you will do that in the first year, the second year, and the third year of your degree. Each course we assign 6 units to, which means you are doing 48 units in the first year, 48 in the second, and 48 in the third year. And then by the time you finish the 3 years, you will have 144 units. You will have done typically 24 courses, and you can then, if you choose, graduate with an ANU degree. After third year, another option you might consider is to do a 4th year, an honours year. And I'll say a little bit more about that later. And I'll touch on as well the path that some of our students take and go from doing honours into a PhD. When you think about coming to the ANU and you think about planning out your degree, one of the things to think about is what we call prerequisites. Many second-year courses have first-year courses as prerequisites. For example, in order to do a particular second-year chemistry course, you will have had to have done a first-year chemistry course, and that's what we mean by prerequisite. Similarly, many third-year courses have second-year courses as prerequisites. The first-year courses that you do are typically pretty broad. In the second year, you begin to specialise, you begin to get some focus, and in the third year, you get pretty high-level, pretty specialised courses that tell you everything you want to know about the particular discipline of your choice. But just to summarise this, the core choices you make as you go through your degree matter. The things you choose in first year influence what you're eligible to do in second year. So there is some thinking to be done, but at this point, all I want to say is that you will receive lots of help and lots of advice. The staff will work with you to plan out what your degree might look like and to adapt to changes you make as you go through. To start, first of all, about the Bachelor of Science. The Bachelor of Science is a flexible degree. When you do a Bachelor of Science, 2/3 of the courses need to come from science, but up to 1/3 of the courses can be from anywhere else in the university. So you can have a pretty diverse range of subjects covered when you graduate with a Bachelor of Science. As I alluded to, after 3 years, some students choose to stay on and to do an honours year. And it's a decision you make towards the end of third year, whether you would like to do that. It's not something you need to have decided on when you come to the university. And again, you will receive lots of advice, lots of help and support. The Bachelor of Science, it's a very popular degree. It's for students who want to have a broad range, and a breadth of subjects in their degree that might qualify them for a whole range of different career options. There are other science degrees, more specialised science degrees, that are again 3-year degrees. As well as the Bachelor of Science, we have a Bachelor of Science Psychology, we have a Bachelor of Medical Science, we have a Bachelor of Health Sciences, we have a Bachelor of Biotechnology, we have a Bachelor of Genetics, we have a Bachelor of Environment and Sustainability, and we have a Bachelor of Mathematical Sciences. And these are really more specialised degrees, and they're well suited for students who come to the university with something of an idea of the particular area that they want to work in and expertise they want to graduate with. So just a little more about prerequisites. If you're coming to do a Bachelor of Science, there are no specific prerequisites that you need to have done at school, except if you are doing chemistry in first year, you need to know some chemistry. And that means in practice that you either need to have done chemistry up to year 12, or if you're interested in doing chemistry but haven't done chemistry up to year 12, then we offer a bridging course which involves doing some chemistry over the summer immediately prior to first semester, so that by the time you arrive you do have enough of a grounding in chemistry to understand what they're talking about in the first year chemistry courses. As I alluded to before, some courses do have prerequisites that you need to be aware of as you go through your degree and building your degree. So later year chemistry courses require you to have done first year chemistry. Some later year biology courses require you to have done first year chemistry. If you're doing mathematics, many of the later year mathematics courses need you to have done the particular first year mathematics courses, and those often require you to have done mathematics at school up to year 12. And if you're interested in doing physics, you often have to do mathematics at the same time for many of the courses. So it is something to be aware of as you think about what degree you might do and planning your degree. Some degree programs do have prerequisites because first year chemistry is a required subject. So if you're doing the Bachelor of Medical Science or the Bachelor of Health Science or the Bachelor of Biotechnology or the Bachelor of Genetics, you will need to do as part of that program first year chemistry, which means that you need, as mentioned before, either to have done year 12 chemistry or to have done the bridging course. So there's a few things to think about there. Now, I've mentioned previously the honours year, which is a year you might choose to do, and the decision was made in third year by the time you get to the end of third year. And what an honours year is, it's a 1-year program of work. It's a research-intensive program. It's a little bit different in different parts of the college. If you're doing maths and physics, then you will do up to 50% coursework and 50% research project. In other areas of the college, for example in biology, if you're doing an honours year, then there's a little bit of other work, but 90% of what you'll be doing that year is a research project where you're working with the supervisor and carrying out a body of research and writing a small thesis on that research. And the reasons why you might do an honours year, it teaches you higher level skills, it introduces you to doing independent research, it teaches you time management and critical thinking. And when the time comes, and the time doesn't come until third year, there'll be lots of advice as to whether you might want to do honours, why you might want to do honours, and what it might involve. Honours can lead to a PhD, and if you are thinking of going on and doing further research in the form of a PhD, then you do need to have done honours, and it also gives you a wider range of job opportunities than might otherwise be the case. Some degrees that we offer have an honours year built in, and examples of that are the Bachelor of Philosophy. So in order to graduate with a Bachelor of Philosophy, you have to have done honours, and that's part of the program, and you're admitted when you begin the degree. The Bachelor of Science Advanced with honours, similarly, when you come into that degree, you'll be guaranteed a place in honours. The Bachelor of Philosophy, I've mentioned previously, is a very particular degree. It is the most highly selected science degree at the ANU. It has a high entry cutoff to get into, and it's a different sort of degree in that it builds in research experience from the very start. From first year, you will be exposed to some of the research going on here at the ANU, and you will build on that as you go through to second year and to third year, and then ultimately to honours. As part of this program, you will be assigned an individual academic mentor who you will come to know and who will work with you and help you in all aspects of your choices as you go through the degree. The degree is extremely flexible. There are no specified required courses that you have to do as part of a PhD. You do have to do the honours year. You do need to do that 4th year, focused on research. And there are particular, from this degree, if you're interested in doing medicine, there are a number of places for students doing this degree reserved in the ANU medical program. And that's a pathway that some of our students also take. Now, I know that some of you are interested in how you get into the medical program. The ANU offers a postgraduate medical program. And the traditional way of getting into the postgraduate medical program, such as at the ANU, is to do an undergraduate degree, and it can be any undergraduate degree, to do what's called the GAMSAT test, which is a separate test that students wanting to get in postgraduate medicine sit. And then there's an interview process as well. And that's the traditional way to get into the postgraduate medical program, either at the ANU or one of the postgraduate programs at one of the other universities. We do have a number of specific pathways in addition to that, and I've mentioned already the PhD program. A number of students have a pathway from the PhD, this research-intensive degree, into the medical program. The Bachelor of Health Science is a degree that qualifies people to a particular pathway into the medical degree. There's a certain number of places in the ANU medical degree reserved for students coming through the Bachelor of Health Science. I'm not going to say much more about that now, but there is a separate presentation on this degree, the Bachelor of Health Science, and its relationship with the medical program. The Tuckwell Scholarship Scheme is a particular scholarship scheme offered by the university, and a number of the Tuckwell scholars have a pathway into the medical program. And there is also an Indigenous pathway for Indigenous students coming through the ANU. So as I said, the traditional pathway involves any undergraduate degree, a GAMSAT test, then an interview, but there are specific ways in from some of the undergraduate ANU degrees into medicine at the ANU. And as I said, there will be separate presentations on that. One of the features of degrees, undergraduate degrees at the ANU, is what we call flexible double degrees. And you can combine a 3-year science degree with a degree from elsewhere in the university to get a so-called double degree. And that means in practice that if you're here with us for 4 years, you can graduate with a science degree together with a degree in arts or social sciences or business. If you stay for 5 years, you can combine a science degree with an engineering degree or an advanced computing degree. And then also available for 5 years is a science law degree. And we have quite a high proportion of our students doing these double degrees, taking advantage of the range of expertises and educational experiences that we offer across the campus as a whole. I've spoken so far about undergraduate degrees. Let me say just a little bit about postgraduate coursework degrees, degrees you might do after you've completed your undergraduate degree. There are many master's degrees. We offer these in most of our discipline areas. These involve 2 years of study after you have completed a bachelor degree. And we also have what we call advanced master's degrees. Again, a 2-year degree, but a master advanced degree or an advanced master's degree is one that builds in a research project and research training, not dissimilar from the honours year. I'd like to say a little bit now about the sort of experience that you will have here as a student at the ANU. What is special about the ANU? As a science or medical student here, you will be taught in dedicated teaching buildings. These are modern buildings with fabulous facilities. These include spaces in which you'll receive lectures and engage in tutorials, modern spaces designed around modern principles. We also have, if you're laboratory-based, we have state-of-the-art laboratories where you'll do chemistry, physics, biology. If you're doing courses that involve field trips, then we have a lot of these. Field trips involve students going out into the field. They're up to a week. They will take you to the coast or they will take you to the mountains. The university subsidises these to ensure that all students who are interested in doing field trips are able to engage them. They're educational, you learn a lot, and the consistent report is that they are a lot of fun. We have a campus at Kyola, and all students at the ANU typically spend some time down on the Kyola campus on the beautiful coast of New South Wales. The ANU undergraduate experience is, we believe, a very distinctive experience. We're really proud of the experience that our students have. Our teachers often win national awards for the innovative nature of the teaching that they do. The students who come to us often take advantage of international opportunities. We have active exchange programs with many of the top universities around the world, and many of our students spend a semester abroad studying in different countries, doing interesting things, meeting interesting people, and then coming back to us and telling us all about it. We have relatively small class sizes. Our student-staff ratio is the best in the country, and that means in practice that you have opportunities that you might not have elsewhere to get to know your lecturers and to get to know the other people in your class. And we have a real strength in interdisciplinary approaches. No matter what subjects you are doing, you're encouraged to study in other fields and potentially to do what we call Vice-Chancellor's courses that engage teachers from all over the university to give you a multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary experience. One of the aspects of our education program that I've already alluded to and that I do want to come back to is the important role that research plays in our undergraduate experience. We refer to this as a research-led education because research really underpins everything we do. What this means in practice is that the people who are giving the lectures, from first year through second year through third year, all of the lecturers are active researchers. They're people who are actively researching their particular discipline, and they're at the forefront of knowledge in their particular discipline. These are the people who are writing the textbooks that the students are learning from, and that makes a real difference. So we have small class sizes, we have research active lecturers at the front, everyone knows one another. It is a real community in which students and staff are talking about new discoveries and in some cases making new discoveries. And that's a very distinctive form of education, and it's very much what we offer here at the ANU. As a student, you have the option of doing what we call honours pathway courses. If you're interested in a particular area covered in a particular course, there are opportunities to extend some of those and look at some of the research in that particular area. We also have the degrees that I've alluded to already that have research components built in, the PhD degree, the honours advanced degrees that have research carried out by undergraduates as part typically of larger research teams, so that the students, even at a very early stage, get to know what it's like to be doing research, to be discovering new things about the world. In terms of the experience that our undergraduate students have, just a little bit more on the support that is offered. We have first year students undergoing peer-assisted learning in collaboration with students in later years, the so-called PAL scheme. What this means in practice is that second and third year students interact with the first year students and help them with their study and talk to them about their study. All of the schools have student study and social areas, and these are real hubs as well. So there are areas in each of the schools where students come, interact with one another, sit with their friends, make new friends, discuss the subjects that they're learning, and support one another on their learning journey. And that again is a feature of the ANU student experience. The honours year I've talked a little bit about already. This is a fourth year that you put on the end typically of a science degree, or that you do as part of one of the more specialised degrees. And this, as I've alluded to already, is a different sort of degree. This always involves research. Anything up to 90% of the year is spent on research, but certainly more, at least 50% is spent on research. And here you are in state-of-the-art research facilities. You have full access to and take full advantage of the research equipment and infrastructure that characterises the ANU, and you will become, in the course of that honours research year, the world expert in some particular thing that you are researching. And that is a very particular experience, and it's again one that many of our students here at the ANU experience. So that's all I wanted to say today. There's plenty of help and support available. I've tried to emphasise the distinctive nature of the ANU. As I've said multiple times, we do believe that the experience we offer students here, the student experience, is second to none internationally. We are a real community here, and we very much hope that you, at least some of you watching this, will come and join our community. Thank you.